Right lads, how are we getting on? First of all, Happy New Year 2026. Hope it goes well for everybody. And that also means we sort of get a fresh start on the BMW. Or a fresh start back at it. Look, I suppose the main thing is, I know it's taken long, and it is a long process, is to get the thing stripped of paint, especially when you have a missus and a kid at home that you have to, care of as well. So yeah, there's other priorities in my life as well, as much as this car, I suppose. And then you have Dubshed coming up there fairly shortly as well, and I have to get the order ready for that as well. It's all go mode now, I suppose. So look, the thing is, get this stripped today, and hopefully today, between today and tomorrow, get it in epoxy primer, the outside of it at least. That's the biggest goal of it. The weather's bad. I don't want it getting any worse than it already is, basically. So yeah, the best thing we can do is the roof, doors, get the bonnet painted up. We have the 2 arches there, that they're all cleaned and stripped and ready for epoxy primer, really. And like I said, between today and tomorrow, I'm hoping that that car is epoxy primer, because I don't want it getting any worse than it already is. We actually, myself and Kieran, both made the silly mistake of leaving the car out in the previous video. We stripped the bonnet of paint and we let the car out there, and we had a cover over it, as you've seen in the previous video. It didn't do a thing for it. So that's after getting surface rust on it there now. Now it's not bad. It looks bad, but it's not. It's really all surface rust, and that's all it is. So that'll just take a quick shot of a grinder, and I'll be ready to prime up. Like I said, I have the 2 arches there ready to go. No issues with that. But yeah, let's go and get cracking on this. Right, so we're getting on right well. Kieran, actually, there was a bit of like a drip tray, or even connecting the quarter panel to itself from the inside, whatever it was. There was a whole load of rust. I'll show you on the other side.
Drip tray or something now. It's absolutely mangled to get it out, but we have a clean cut inside it. A bit of rust down here. It's because the water would have come in and it just all set down here. And it's worse on the passenger side because there's just so much rust in the bottom here on this side. Not even that there's so much, tiny in comparison to the other side. But the water was just sitting there and it's like a water trap. So we're going to just nip it out. And well, obviously we nipped it out in some way, shape or form. I'm going to also weld up in here. Just weld them two together, make a full flush plate. And then we'll
put the cover that's
over
yeah,
it's meant to be on it. It's a needless, as we both agreed, it's kind of like a needless,
pointless, yeah.
It's a needless feature, but does look well. Like you'd say, the execution of it wasn't great in my opinion, because
it's just a water trap. There's 3 holes there. I'll show you on the other side here. Like there's 3. Yeah, it's actually a lot worse on this side. Like there's 3 holes there, and then there's like a little cover plate that goes over that. You can see that it goes into the holes there, but like you can see the amount of
the dirt and residue just all sits in there. Like,
yeah,
and builds
pointless. But the roof is stripped, so that's fantastic. We're welding up these holes here for the badge. They are pointless as well.
They are covered.
They're covered by a spoiler, and we're going to weld them up anyway, just so
water doesn't go in.
And same with the number plates, because I'll obviously get magnet plates and things like that. What else have we? So I'm going to start at these 2 doors there now. Kieran's going to do one, I'll do the other, I think. And
we've got the passenger front door to do as well, so we'll get that done as well today. So
yeah,
if we get all of the dusty work done today, that the panels are all stripped and ready for epoxy, we'll let the dust settle tonight, and then we'll just give it a quick wipe of panel wipe tomorrow after it's masked up, and we'll epoxy primer everything.
Yep.
And we can start welding.
So that's the crack. Right, that's as far as we are now. The bonnet's all covered in rust converter, just in case. A few bits there, like we're gonna nip all that in when we're doing the engine bay. But everything is stripped. All the paint is stripped off it. The back of it you've seen before, it's all epoxy primed. Kieran's just working on that little bit of rust that's in there.
I'm just going to sort it. You won't even see it, but
Hard
it's
to
that
see it.
minimal. It's right in the back actually. It's in behind the pan. It's actually near enough gone now because I got it pretty much gone. Let's see.
Yeah, so that's what's going on there with that anyway. Oh, jeez, what am I doing with the camera here? There we go.
I'll put a bit of Brunox. It's expensive. It's $26.50 probably plus the VAT, but it is the best. We actually got 2 cans of separate rust treatment just to compare, and to be fair, we should have did a little video on it. But the difference with this one and the other one that we have got, which we'll probably put into a video for you just to see it, we will actually do it.
Might do.
And the difference is unbelievable. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to finish grinding off in here. I'm going to spray a little bit of this in on top of it, let it dry, and then we'll give it a second coat just to be sure. And yeah, we'll weld it all up.
Job's a good one.
Job.
Yeah, and then I think I showed you there the other side, but just to make sure, I don't know what this camera doing.
I'll get a lovely little video of us.
That's as rough as it is there. But yeah, so I'm gonna get these 2 wings. Jesus Christ, this one don't work at all. These 2 wings primed up there this evening. Cause why not? Might as well. They're there, ready to go. So what harm? But yeah, we're getting on rightly. Right, so that's the car pretty much ready for epoxy primer. As I said, the door handles have to come off, the railings on by the windows, and yeah, that's pretty much ready to go. Then I think Kieran's going to do a bit of epoxy priming there tomorrow.
Yes.
He's going to take a few videos on his phone and send them on to me so I can put them all into one video. And
we'll weld up the boot hole, the holes for the badge and the boot. We'll weld up.
Yeah.
There's another the holes of the number plate. We'll weld up them.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and weld up this now, maybe actually this evening. We'll see what welding we can get done, but one way or the other, we'll get some epoxy primer on it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Really get a good stab at it now and get going on it really and truly, so we can maybe make some shows in the next 2 years.
Hopefully next year, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what way finances go and things like that. But yeah, we're big fans for this show.
Massive shout out to Otto for now. Send them a text and say, yo lads, Peter with the A6.
Yeah, the A6.
Send me over.
The A6 done it for me.
Yeah, the A6 is an absolute beaut, lads. Yeah.
There's plenty of work on that too.
Top notch to the fella that done it. What's his name again?
Cormac.
Cormac. Yeah. You're a savage man, fair play to you. I was talking to you earlier on. Absolute gentleman.
He's a bit of a weird fella, like, but he's alright. No, I can't even say what he had in his hand, lad. That's the truth.
What, was it actually a drink? What was it?
No, it wasn't a drink. It was it was a lad, like.
The D to the I to the D to the L O.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It was a small little stubby yolk, about that width, though. I don't know. But that's Cormac for you, but he's dead on. He done a great job on that.
It was a form of plug.
That was a plug, alright, yeah.
It was a plug.
You plugged the bat with it, that's the truth.
Fair play for giving us a laugh, my man. Fair play to you.
But yeah, as I said, look, the car's ready to go into epoxy primer. Weld up the few holes. That big fucking hole there, and yeah, she's ready for ordinary primer then, really.
Anyways, lads, so I'm taking over Peter's role right now and telling you what I'm at. So what I'm doing is we don't really want to take the rubbers out off the windows and pop the windscreen and back window out, because they're very easy to get out, but extremely difficult to get back in, because there's clips that run the whole way around the windscreen. If you want to show them there, Sam, if you wouldn't mind, there's a seal that goes and it presses in between the rubber and the windscreen and the back window, and it's locked in with these little clips in the middle and on each corner. So very, very, very difficult to get back in. So what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of boxes of playing cards that aren't really working the way I want them to work, because they're prone to going through and stuff like so. What I'm doing is I've just got a trusty paint scraper from the shed here, and I'm just putting it in underneath the rubber. What I'm doing is I'm prising the rubber up and trying to get in underneath the rubber as much as I can, so we can see if there's any rust and all in behind it. So as you can see, that's what is happening. And to be very honest with you lads, there's a lot of, you can see it here now, that there's all glue, would be sealer and silicone, and it's after falling apart in here, if you see it. So maybe when we paint underneath it again, we'll just look at it just falling apart like so. Maybe we just clean it up as best we can and put new sealer around it then after the fact of it been painted and primered up and all like so. We're doing our best here to just try and get underneath the windscreen and the back window as much as we can and save the rubbers. Save the rubbers!
Save the rubbers.
Anybody got Jorex's number there so we can get a new seal for the blue board. We'll take them out, lads, because they're just not doing what we want them to do. So I'm going to just pull it back a little, and it's tedious because I'm working in, because I don't have a massively wide pull on the cable. And at least if I hit anything, I'm hitting the steel on this, and I'm not hitting the rubber, because I'm staying just in the center of it and I'm just working my way across it. Even if it takes me an hour or so just to do the back window and the front window, I'm okay with that, because it's just checking everything over, making sure everything's okay, and the end result is still the same kind of, except the underneath. And lads, it's not worth the hassle of breaking a windscreen in an older car. It really isn't. Like, if you can pay somebody to take the back windows out of it, like AAA or like AAA windscreens, like if they come down and done the Civic, so just popping out a windscreen in a new car is easier than out of an older car. Like, so we work with what we have.
Oh yeah.
And let's just keep on continuing on. Yeah, so I'll just go on like this, lads, and I'll get back to you.
So yeah, thanks for watching again, and I hope to see you in the next one.